Welcome to SENCo 101. In today's session, I would like to talk to you about changing mindsets in children that may be experiencing SEMH needs, but generally this can be applied to anyone that is just facing a bit of negativity in their lives. So we're going to be looking at red thoughts and green thoughts. Now, red thoughts are known as negative automatic thoughts, and these are the thoughts and things you say to yourself that make you feel unhappy feelings or make you feel less confident, which makes them unhelpful. They will not change the outcome to anything, so therefore they are unhelpful, and it just makes you feel worse about yourself. And this is in children too. And the idea is that we coach children to changing those red thoughts into green ones, which I'm sure you can assume are more positive ones. So it's a bit of like a traffic light system, and they transition through that yellow to green. And the green thoughts will help them build more confidence as they go through their lives. But like I said, it is a coaching situation. So it's not a quick fix. It will take a period of time for them to start to be able to do this independently. And it's particularly hard when you do find saying positive things about yourself in particular pretty tricky. So here are some situations, and I will give you an example of a red thought and then an example of a green thought, which is just an optional green thought. You may think of other ones to go along with them. So it could be being late to a conference, for example, or you're stuck in traffic and you are late for a meeting. It could be, I swear this car has something against me, or every single light hates me. I should have left earlier, I'm an idiot. So they are negative thoughts. Those thoughts are just going to make you feel worse about yourself. They're not going to change the situation. You are still going to be late. So the option then is to think about a green thought. How can we change that to a green thought? Now, it could be taking a moment and having a few breaths to calm down, a bit of mindfulness. You may think, right, okay, what shall I do next? I should call the course coordinator, or I should call school and let them know that I'm stuck in a bit of traffic. It is not within my control, and that you've done everything you can. Now, another example which is more school-based is a child is sitting in an exam and they are in a situation where they feel pressure, so that's going to evoke a fear feeling, and they might think, I should have revised more, I'm so stupid, I'm going to fail. And to change that to a green thought, it could be, I've done the best I can, what will be will be. And that is going to take a period of time to coach into children. That is not a quick fix, especially when there is a feeling evolved around the thought. And if you want to go into more detail about the hot cross bun, about how thoughts, feelings can affect behaviour, then please see another video that I have on the hot cross bun model for cognitive behaviour. So how can you implement this at school? How can you implement this in college or wherever you may be? It could be a workplace. Well, it's really straightforward. It is a 3-column sheet. I would have situation in my very first column, assumption / red thoughts, my negative automatic thoughts in my middle column. I might colour code that red. And then in the last column, it would be my options. So my green thoughts, my positive thoughts that are going to improve my confidence over time. And sit down with the particular child, and when they're de-escalated from whatever might have heightened them at the time, talk about the situation that evoked the thought. And that's really, really important. You need to understand what caused the negative thought and the negative behaviour in the first place. So talk about the thought, talk about the situation. Write the situation down in that first column. Then try and write down in the assumption, the red column, which is the middle one, the thoughts that immediately came to that child's mind or along those lines. And have a discussion around how they weren't very helpful thoughts. Why were they not helpful? Could they change anything? No, they couldn't. And then that leads into that nice conversation about, well, what thoughts could be more beneficial? What thoughts could be better? How could we improve how you feel about yourself? And write those down. And they might be able to identify other situations that evoke like the negative thoughts that you can then discuss in more detail. And like I said, this is not a quick fix, and it is not a one shoe fits all or one size fits all. It will need to be tailored to the individual needs. Some children will not be able to access this, and then therefore you will need to find an alternative intervention. But do this over a period of time. And then also perhaps give children the opportunity at the end of the day with a reflective diary to write down 3 positive things that have happened in their day. And those 3 things will stick in their minds so that when their parents or their guardians ask them at the end of the day, oh, what have you done at school? They will be able to relay the 3 positive things rather than all of the negatives. It's trying to instill that the glass is half full rather than empty approach. I hope you've found this helpful, and I will leave some sheets and worksheets linked in the descriptor below. Don't forget to hit that notification bell